All right, we're here on the Vampire Diary set with Zach Rohrig in his fancy blue tie. Hey, favorite.
Y'all.
You're so dressed up today for the Miss Mystic Falls pageant.
Dan.
You guys have an event every episode, huh?
It's pretty explosive. Everything's got to be epic on this show.
I know. How many times have you worn a suit this season? Is this your first one?
Second, I think.
Did you get a new Mystic Girl uniform yet?
We still have the same Mystic Girl t-shirts, but they seem to be getting smaller and smaller. Yeah.
I don't know who approved that.
The dryer's just been left on high.
So when we last saw Matt, he was underwater.
I feel like I've been under a lot of water.
You have. All your good scenes, maybe. I didn't mean that.
No. But it's true. No, a lot of my bigger, my epic moments have happened underwater.
I didn't mean like when you're not speaking and there's just bubbles coming out of your nose.
My biggest regret about this whole truck wrecking thing is that I was unconscious under the water.
Yeah.
I wish that it had been somehow that I was just like trapped, because we did all this like acting underwater to show Warner Bros. That we were okay and like fake kicking the door. I didn't get to do any of that, so.
Just chilling out. So how much does Matt now owe Stefan?
Well, that's an interesting question. How much does Matt owe Stefan? I don't know if it's a question whether he owes Stefan or if he just owes Elena. I think that's probably going to be Matt's biggest struggle starting off
guilt.
season 1. Yeah, just the guilt and why him? Why would Stefan, even if Elena did want to, ever listen to him, or listen to her, sorry. Yeah, so I feel like at the beginning of the season, Matt's going to be struggling with justifying his existence.
And I'm sure Damon's not going to make that justification any easier.
Damon and Matt have never really seen eye to eye. And this just is a cherry on it.
They're not going to go like skipping off into bromance land anytime soon.
No. Although I think they'd make a good little team.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Matt can work a crossbow.
I can work a crossbow, a rifle, I can work all sorts of things.
So Matt can, and so can Zach.
Well,
You've got it all covered.
I plead the fifth about that.
So I thought it seemed like leading up to the finale, like Rebecca and Matt sort of like had a connection, and he was nice to her, and she was like getting into the whole high school thing, and then she stood in a road and let his car go off a bridge.
That's true.
So
Rebecca and Matt have been a little bit hot and cold. She is the result of the car crash and everything, and I think you can expect to see Rebecca trying to kind of clean things up with Matt and to forgive her. Yeah, I got upset, my bad, I tried to kill you, but you survived, so now we can flirt again. And I feel like Matt. I think it's going to kind of continue to be the same dance, though, because at the end of the day, in some weird way, Matt can wrap his head around why Rebecca would do that. So
there's still potential for Matt and Rebecca?
I think there's always potential for Matt.
I know, you think there's potential for Matt and everybody with legs that always...
That's not true. That's not true. But Matt does have a thing. I was going to say for blondes, but maybe that's just me. Matt doesn't really have a type.
No.
He doesn't have a type.
Just people in Mystic Falls who are available. He's lonely.
Yeah, I'd say at this point, just about anybody would do. Although, I've petitioned for this several times. I think it makes sense logically that Matt would seek some
motherly attention
from Sheriff Forbes. Yes.
You're so predictable.
Whatever. She's
just
blonde,
keep campaigning.
And the authority figure. She's got a uniform on.
You're just very transparent right now. All of your secrets are showing. You're filming the Miss Mystic Falls episode right now.
Episode 7.
I know, and you haven't even started airing yet.
I know, that's kind of nuts, because usually we get a chance to watch ourselves and kind of like, ooh, I don't want to do that anymore, I want to do that. Like, what if we get done and we watch this October 11th and I'm like, oh man, that's
well, now we're stuck.
Yeah. Hopefully it's good.
I won't give anything away, but you have some scenes with a new character, April, Miss Grace Phipps, who I just interviewed. Or is she a little young for Matt?
I think that definitely April's a little bit young for Matt. I think in Matt's mind, April's still this little girl that Elena used to babysit. I think, of course, April might be attracted to Matt because he's the
Of course.
quarterback guy, like you said, all-American dude. Like, it's definitely a possibility, but I feel Matt will probably treat her as a kid sister type.
That's not what I like to hear.
Who knows? It's Mystic Falls, and as you said, at this point, Matt is due. So,
I mean, you're still alive, and we're season 4.
I know, it's kind of crazy.
I feel like my campaigning is working.
I feel like we had a conversation season 1 just all about keeping the human
I was
alive.
like, you're doomed.
I know. I thought it was season 1 for sure. Like, now Damon's pissed at me, but I remember episode like 2 or 3, like Matt enters the room, followed by Damon, and like, shit, that's it.
But are you feeling like pretty settled now? Like, does Atlanta feel like home? Do you feel like you're about to pack your bags?
Atlanta feels like home at this point. Regardless of the show or not, it's just it's kind of grown on us, and I'm sure we've grown into it. But I don't think on this job you ever feel too settled, because we are trying to make each episode epic and out of this world, and you can never do that being settled. But I am at this point kind of happy with what my character.
Question to the plot. I was really worried about your truck.
I'm not sure what I'm allowed to say about the truck, but I did get a new truck.
You did?
Yeah. I'm pretty excited about it. Can I say it? It's spanking new Ford F-150.
A Ford?
A crew cab, 4-wheel drive.
Shock.
Midnight blue.
Nice. It's only deserved after driving off a bridge.
I'm with 4-wheel drive.
And then the music comes on in the Ford, and you ask the Ford what that song is, and it tells you. I've seen this show. I've seen this show. And finally, our most important question: how much do you miss Matt Davis, and have you left any teary voicemails on the machine yet?
I want to cry right now.
I know, you guys are very close. Fine.
I don't really care. No, I miss him a lot. I miss you, buddy. I miss you so much. Of course we miss him, but I'm also like super proud of him. He's just kicking butt and taking names up there. We've been, we talk all the time.
Leading man.
Yeah, he's doing exactly what he was supposed to be doing.
Mhm. Cool. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. So why didn't you ask me anything inappropriate?